One man, one calculation.
Made in 1994. Changed how millions of people plan their week out completely wrong.
This is James. 32 years old, works in logistics, works hard, saves every month. Not at 65. And today, everything changes.
Let me show you what we are actually chasing. This side, fully employed, no choice. This side, fully retired, complete freedom. Not retired, work not chained, free to choose. The 4% rule. Published in 1994. William Bengen, a financial planner in Virginia. He studied historical stock annual withdrawal made money last. This is who it was designed for. But here is what nobody says out loud. Retire at 65, live until 95, 30 years. The 4% rule was designed for a 30-year at 45, using 4%. The correct rate for a 50-year retirement is closer to 3%, not 25. For most people, that is 8 extra years of saving, because of one number that was never designed for them. For the first 10 years, his contributions are the main engine. But somewhere around year 12 to 15, the gross to outpace what he physically earns. Quote, $300,000 at 7% generates $21,000 in a single year. Work optional is not about a giant number. It is about the gap between passive income and basic expenses. James spends $2,000 a month on basics. 2,000 times 3, not 1 million, 600,000. That changes the entire timeline. Compound interest has a tipping point, a specific moment when your investments start growing faster than your job pays you. Most people never reach it because they stop investing too early. Year 3, nothing to show for it. Wait, let me check what is happening underground. The real growth is underground, invisible, but real. Never quit during the root phase. They trust the math, the tree comes. Work optional does not mean doing nothing. It means reading an unreasonable work message and feeling nothing. It means a Tuesday walk while others are meeting a laptop because you want to. That is the real definition of financial independence. This end, every penny comes from work.
Financial independence is not a destination.
100 a month, that's shift. 500 months, 500 a month. Real breathing room. Every single turn of this dial is starting today. Subscribe to Think Finance right now. Hit the bell. There are 3 more secrets coming. That could change your entire financial life. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Do not miss them. I need to tell you something they do not want you to know. It's built right into. There is a tax bracket called the 0% capital gains bracket. You can use this. It's completely legal. Almost nobody does them. And pay absolutely 0% in tax. James retires early. His salary drops to 0. He withdraws from investments carefully each year, stays below the 0% threshold, pays almost nothing in tax on 20 years of gains. The system rewards him for leaving it. 20 years of work. Portfolio comes. Market crashed in year 1 of retirement. I have to sell cheap just to survive.
It never comes back fully.
This is called sequencer of returnees. 2 people retire with identical portfolios. Worker A's market crashes in year 1. Worker B's market booms in year 1. 20 years later is broke. Worker B is thriving. Same plan. The only difference was timing. The solution is called a cash buffer. 2 to 3 years of living expenses held in cash. If the market crashes, you live on cash and you touch portfolio, you wait for the recovery. The crash that cannot touch you. The rule of 72. Divide 72 by your expected investment return rate. The answer tells you exactly how many years to double your money. In most retirement, it doubles every 10 years. Now you cannot unknow it. James is 32 now. At 42, his money doubles. At 52, it doubles again. At 62, a third time. Becomes $400,000 by age 62 without adding a single dollar. 6 secrets that most people never learn. 1. The 4% rule was never designed for early retirees. 2. Compound interest has a tipping point you must reach. 4. The 0% capital gains tax bracket. 5. A cash buffer of 2 to 3 years protects against sequence risk. 6. The rule of 72. Divide 72 by your return to find your doubling time. 6 secrets that most people never learn in their entire lives. Now you know all 6. 1 million. Still so far away. I've been doing everything right and I'm being this whole life. Wait, is financial independence even possible for someone like me this whole time? New question. Everything I know changes the answer. James deletes the old target, but writes a new question at the top of the page. How much passive income do I need every month to feel free? Not how much in total. The moment passive income covers basic expenses, that is freedom. 2,000 times 300 equals 600,000. 600,000, not 1 million. That is years earlier that I can actually reach this. Whatever your basic monthly number is, multiply by 300. That is your real target. Subscribe to Think Finance. Hit the bell right now. The 4 steps are coming next. And next week is the most important video on this channel. Subscribe, hit the bell, do not miss either. Step 1, find the work optional number. List your actual basic monthly expenses. Rent, food, transport, everything you truly, by the eternity, not the generic $1 million figure. Step 2, Find your tipping point date. Based on your current savings rate, calculate when investments overtake salary contributions. Not a retirement age, the specific date money works harder than you do. That is his North Star. Step 3. Build the cash buffer. Before you reach work optional, hold 2 to 3 years of living expenses in cash. Not invested, just sitting safely. If the market crashes, you live on cash and never touch your portfolio. Step 4. Use the 0% capital gains bracket. Plan your annual withdrawals to stay below the threshold. James pays almost nothing in tax on 20 years of invest compounds into an enormous advantage. The system rewards him for leaving it.
4 steps, all connected, all required, real target found. Tipping point date marked, North Star set, for cash buffer bracket clown. Tax advantage secured. Stretch, I'm not just sure it played him right.
You are not starting from zero. Whatever you have already saved is already compounding. Even $50 a month invested consistently becomes something extraordinary over 15 years. Consistent beats size every single time. James does not rely on investing alone. Every additional income stream shortens the timeline to work optional. $300 a month in passive income reduces your work optional target by $90,000. Build rivers, not just a pot. Coast financial independence changes the question entirely. Instead of how much do I need to save, it asks how long do I need to invest aggressively. Invest hard for 10 years, then stop adding money. Let compound interest carry the portfolio the rest of the way.
Decade flying. App close. Relief sound. Dual growth. Freedom hit.
Lean financial independence. Not deprivation, clarity. When Nietzsche simply needed less. When need less is generally discovered by the number gets closer fast.
No coffee, no social life, no nothing. Months 7. I broke. I've made me miserable today is not one I follow for 15 years. Cut what does not matter. Keep what does. Sustainability beats perfection every single time. The biggest threat to James is not the market. It is his own instinct to run when things dip. Every market crash in history has felt permanent. None of them have been. Stay invested. The math does not care about your feelings. Who decided you should retire at 65? That number was set in 1935 when most people did not live that long. We lived decades long, was never updated. Your retirement age is the exact moment your passive income exceeds your expenses. The most common question, am I too late? No. The rule of 72 does not care how old you are. Even starting at 45, you have 20 years of compounding. The best time to start was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Financial independence is not a mansion. It is not a sports car. It is not never working again. It is the complete removal of financial fear from every single digit, and it is decision you make. 2 people, same age, same salaries, the 6 secrets. One never does. 20 years later, one is work optional on the same schedule. The other's still at the same desk, the starting point. You still get to choose.
Subscribe to Think Finance. Hit the bell right now. The transformation is coming. And next week is the most practical financial ever made. Hit the bell. Do not miss it.
James rebuilds from the ground up. Fresh start. Work optional number 600,000, not 1 million. Calculator result. Tipping point date marked on the calendar. Calendar marked up again. Cash up again. Hopeful direction hit.
1 year into the plan. James invests every single month without exception. The kick point date is 1 year closer. He is not there yet, but he has never been more certain of where he is going. This is not only my story. I am James too. I am James too. We are all James. Different countries, same system, same dream. This system was built for a different time. They keep moving the goalposts. Retirement age rising, pension shrinking, but the desire for freedom has not gone anywhere. And the path is the 6 secrets, starting from wherever you are right now. 11 years after James learned the 6 secrets, he made coffee without rushing. Working because I choose no financial fear anywhere. Work optional at 43. What James really gained was not a portfolio balance. He gained presence with the people who matter. He gained a blank Tuesday that belongs entirely to him. He gained the ability to look at the old tired version of himself and say, I did not give up on you. What does your Tuesday morning look like? What would you do with a free Tuesday morning? Whatever you just pictured, that is your North Star, not a number. The path to that morning is the 6 secrets you learned today.
Next week, your exact work optional number based on your tipping point date, your cash buffer target for every country, for every income level, starting this week. Comment below right now.
What does your Tuesday morning look like? What would you do with complete financial freedom? Tell me your country too. I read every single comment. Every single one. This video gave you the 6 secrets. Next week gives you the exact numbers to act on them. Your salary, your country, your real timeline. Without those numbers, the secrets are incomplete. Subscribe, hit the bell. The 2 videos together change everything. You came here not knowing these 6 things. The 4% rule flaw, the tipping point, work optional, the 0% tax bracket, the cash buffer, the rule of 72. You cannot unknow these now. And that changes what is possible for you. Subscribe to Think Finance. Hit the bell. James found his Tuesday morning. Now let us find yours. I will see you next week. The exact numbers matter here. 25 times expenses versus 33 times expenses. 4% drains a 50-year retirement prematurely. Use 3% for full 50-year early retirement, not the standard 4%. Portfolio calculated, expenses calculated, done. He forgot something enormous. 15 years of healthcare before Medicare or national coverage kicks in. $380,000 in healthcare, not in the spreadsheet. It is not optional. Incredible. They did it so young. Wait, let me look more carefully. Most earned $150,000 or more. No debt, start at 22. They did not achieve freedom of the plan. The math was all going to work for them. The plan did cringe just named it. When extra income arrives, James splits it strategically. First priority, complete the cash buffer. Once the buffer is complete, everything extra goes to investments. Every extra dollar invested accelerates the tipping point. Redirect it here. Pick a broad total market index fund. Look for the lowest expense ratio, under 0.2%. Set up automatic monthly contributions. Remove the decision. Low cost, broad market, automated. That is the entire strategy. James invests $500 a month from age 32 to invest to $60,000 over 10 years. Then he stops completely. Compound interest 7% carries it for the next 25 years. A lifetime of freedom. For viewers in Canada, the tax-free savings account is one as well as still. Your tax on gross, zero tax on withdrawals. RSP, you can see it. Canadian tools make them even more powerful.
Reaching work optional is not the end of the story. James takes on work he actually cares about. Fewer hours, more meaning. He has time to give back to meant to contribute. It is the beginning of your real life. Different country, different currency, same 6 secrets, same mathematical truth. The tipping point exists for every salary in every country. The path to freedom is universal. These 6 secrets belong to everyone.
Year 8 is the hardest year. Nothing dramatic yet. Everyone around you is spending. You have nothing visible to show. But the tipping point is just years away. He is heat right now. Do not stop. You are almost at the explosion. Before the 6 secrets, James was that tired man, and after them today, he is work optional at 43. The secrets change the direction of everything. The 6 secrets are changed. YOLOs now. What you do with them is everything. Subscribe to Think Finance. Hit the bell. Next week, your exact personal numbers. James found his Tuesday morning. Now let us find yours. I will see you next week.